Hello, welcome to this week's Wellness Wander from Cambridge University Botanic Garden. I'm Sally Petitt and I'm here carrying out essential duties during lockdown, so I'm able to bring you shots from this week in the garden. I wanted to start off here at the end of the fairway with one of what I think is our most magnificent trees, the MANNA ash, FRAXINUS ornus. It's a beautiful tree smothered with almost plume-like flowers at this time of year. Sitting in the fairway, you can see the long grass and buttercups growing beneath it. And then these wonderful fronds of almost feathery-like flowers. And from the MANNA ash, I brought you down towards the Gilbert Carter woodland area to take in the site of this lovely freestanding wisteria. I'm afraid that while you can see the flowers, you're unable to smell them. It has a beautiful light fragrance which fills the air when in full flower. This is Wisteria sinensis, the Chinese wisteria. And heading from the wisteria round through the long grass here, just taking in the last flowers of LONICERA MAACO, former PODOCARPA, which is one of our champion trees here in the garden. And wandering through towards the Cambridge oak. And here you can see up in the canopy a russety tint of colour of the new foliage emerging. And here is the foliage in close up with this lovely, lovely russet colouring on this fresh new leaf. This is such a quiet, peaceful area of the garden. It's a slightly cloudy day with a cool breeze, but who can resist the charming sight of this fresh lawn or grass and the cow parsley. And just taking in another spectacle of this area of the garden, CORNUS Eddie's White Wonder. And here is one of those magnificent blooms. So in the centre you can see a boss of very, very small flowers, and the white around it are actually bracts which protect the flower bud. Magnificent, and it's these bracts that really give that spectacle on this beautiful small tree. So CORNUS Eddie's White Wonder. And from here we're going to head down towards the lake and the woodland garden. We're now down beside the lake which is always an oasis of calm here in the garden. In the distance you can see a weeping willow, and just over on the bank you can make out the mauve lilac haze of one of the foxglove trees. This is Paulownia FARGESII, beautiful tree whose flowers resemble those of the nodding hoods of foxgloves, hence the common name. And we're now down in the woodland. On our Trumpington Road boundary we have our collection of chestnuts. So here is one looking beautiful here in the collection of chestnuts, or AESCULUS. This is AESCULUS GLABRA var ARGUTA, or the IHIO BUCKEYE. And next we had another of the chestnuts, this time AESCULUS NEGLECTA ERYTHROBLASTOS. All creating lovely dappled shade for specimens down here in the woodland garden. So as we enter the woodland, we come across first of all this lovely Cyanojackia raderiana with these beautiful pendant flowers. And here we have the distinctive form of the shuttlecock fern, Matukia struthiopteris. And as we head through the dappled shade of the woodland garden, we can begin to see all forms of leaf and growth and vegetation on the ground beneath the upper story and canopy. And as we look across the lake from here, we again see the same foxglove tree, Paulownia FARGESII. And here just highlighting the flowers of Decesnia FARGESII. It's a slightly unusual Chinese shrub. With these sort of curious pale limey green, yellow, pendant bell-shaped flowers. And while still here in the woodland, another spring flowering shrub, Asimina triloba. This is a member of the tropical family Annonaceae. And this is an American species which is commonly called the American pawpaw. So not the pawpaw that we're used to from supermarkets, but another custard apple. Asimina triloba. And we'll just head through the woodland garden just to enjoy this lovely atmosphere and dappled shade. and just casting a glance across towards the tree I know Alex showed you last week, Davidia involucrata, or the handkerchief tree, with this wonderful underplanting of Hesperis matronalis. And we'll now head up to the main lawn. We've now arrived at the main lawn. We're just skirting past the Mediterranean beds, which look magnificent at the moment. Peering across the lawn to this magnificent backdrop of trees and shrubs. Looking across towards the palm house and the bee borders. And the fountain, which has remained silent since we went into lockdown. But wanting to finish here with you with this beautiful tree or shrub, Xanthoceras sorbifolia. So it's related to the acers and the chestnuts, so I guess it most resembles the horse chestnuts, but lovely and unusual, seldom seen tree or shrub. So Xanthoceras sorbifolium from northern China, member of the Sapindaceae family. And here, flowering magnificently on the south side of the main lawn. I hope you've enjoyed this week's wander. Please tune in next week for another instalment from Cambridge University Botanic Garden. Thank you for watching. Bye.